Do your nether regions get warm on the bike during summer? Do they get wet in the rain? Is there a fix? Well, possibly. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Today we're going to look at cool covers. So before we go any further, here is how you fit a cool cover to your vehicle, your bike. And once we've done that, we'll come back and discuss the cover itself. How do you keep your seat cool while you're in temperatures which today is going to be above 40 degrees in this area? And how do you do it? Well, the answer is in front of you. It is a cool cover. It is. This is a British company that produces covers, mesh type covers for the various different motorcycle seats. And what you get is you get this instruction pamphlet and the cover. Now, the front is basically blurb, and the back are your fitting instructions. I do recommend that you actually read the instructions before you fit the cover, because there are some good hints and tips in here, and on some seats, but not this one, it's actually quite difficult to know which is the front and the back, and they actually tell you how to see that in the instructions. Okay, so a top-sellery deluxe comfort gel lowered seat. Unfortunately, cool covers do not make a cover for this seat, and the difference between this seat and the normal seat, if we just zoom out of it, the difference between this seat and the normal seat is this seat actually has the raised section here, okay, whereas the normal seat, the raised section is actually on the pillion. So this is a bit of a problem. Now, I have had the cool cover on this seat. I have tested it out. It is good. It does work. It does work with the gel, and it works in temperatures. I was testing it in 33-degree temperatures, and it does work. But we'll go for a run, and I'll discuss it on that. So what it says in the instructions is to lay your seat upside down and fight with the Velcro straps. This is why it's important to read the instructions. Okay, so start at the front and make sure the front is secured, and then work to the back. Oop, I do apologize for knocking the camera. So this is going to take a bit of fighting with to get this all on and fixed, because the back is definitely not the same. As I say, if you read the instructions, okay, it actually tells you which way to do it. Okay, now on this one, it's best to really need to give it some pressure and do the cross side, this side first. Okay, that's important, not the front and the back. When I first put it on, I did the front and the back first, and that's not the way to do it. Next, you now need to pull with all your might the strap front to back, and same again. And when I mean pull, I mean really pull, not just a bit pull. And I may still need to tidy that up a bit later. And that, I do apologise if you didn't see that all, but it is a bit of a fight, I have to admit. And that is the cover on. So the longitudinal ones go over the lateral one. Okay, and that's what it looks like from the top. Now, as you can see, because of the fact that this isn't for the top celery, and when I next go back to the UK, I'll probably pop into Cool Covers because I won't be very far from them, and I'll see if they can alter this or manufacture one for me that will fit the bike. Now, when it comes to fitting this onto the bike, there is some finagling that you need to do because you have actually changed the size of it. So first of all, push it as far forward as it will go, and then you can push it down, and that is how you get it onto the bike. And I haven't done the pillion seat, but I can show you that the pillion seat just goes on as normal. And so that's what it looks like. I virtually never take a pillion. I probably won't fit one to the rear. I might, I don't know. But that's the Cool Cover. Next we'll go out for a ride and we'll test out the Cool Cover. Well, now you know how to fit a Cool Cover. What's it like on the bike? And I think to do that, I'm going to answer some questions, but just before I do, let me just tell you that I have actually tested this on a about 400 kilometer set of rides, one of which was about 300 kilometers, just over. So they have been given a test. The temperature on the long ride was about 35 degrees, so they've been tested in the warm, but I have not tested them when they are wet. And I'm now going the wrong way. I should have turned left just behind. Never mind. I shall turn round here. So I have not tested them in the wet. I have only tested them in the heat. So the questions are: is it comfortable to sit on? Yes, but that's a qualified yes, because when you first sit on it, it is very different to your seat. You can feel a sort of difference, and you have to get used to it. You can't be impatient and say, oh, it's no good, I don't like it, I've sat on it for 5 seconds, it's horrid. You've actually got to give it a go. And what I found was the first 100 kilometers or so, it was all right. The second 100 kilometers, it was pretty uncomfortable, actually, to tell you the truth. But by the time I'd got to the end of the 400 kilometers, it was fine. And I'm sitting on it now, on all these bumps and so on. And it's fine. Now, it is not a nice, smooth, flat cover. You can feel the ridges, you can feel them. But your nether regions soon adapts to that. Number 2, is it cool? The biggest important thing. Is it cool? As in a drop in temperature, rather than nice to look at. Yes, it does work. At low speeds like this, I can actually feel cold air around my nether regions. It's actually very noticeable. At higher speeds, it's not as noticeable. That doesn't mean it doesn't work, it just means it's not as noticeable on this bike. But certainly at these speeds here, which are in-town speeds, it's great. It's great. No problem whatsoever. You can feel how cool it is. It's very good. This is a three-way 𝗘𝘅𝘁𝗄𝗏 𝗏𝗏. So yes, I'm going to say yes, it's cool. I was certainly cooler on the long runs in 35 degrees than I have been, or my nether regions were cooler, should I say, on the longer runs than I have been previously. So I'm going to say yes, it works. It certainly works. Right, so what about in the rain or in the wet? Well, I don't know, to tell you the truth. I really don't know, because I've not tried it. But everything that they've stated so far is correct. So I can only say that I am prepared to believe them. God, this road is terrible. When they say it will keep you drier, I'm not going to say it's going to keep you totally dry, but it's going to keep you drier in the wet. So I'm going to say yes, it should work. And I've got no idea what Charlie's trying to do here, and I hope it isn't messing with my audio, because if it is, it's going to get blooming knackered, because I'm not interested in this. Right, so yes, it's cool. Yes, I hope that's fixed it. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, yes, it's cool. It does keep you cooler. I wear Kevlar lined jeans, which do get uncomfortable when the temperature rises. I think the Kevlar seems to sort of get a bit hard once you get over about 30 degrees. And one of the things I noticed is that by having the cool cover on, it seemed even in 35 degrees or whatever it was, the Kevlar jeans didn't get as uncomfortable. They stayed quite comfortable. I think that's about all I can say about it. I'm happy with it. I'm going to probably take it off in the winter, but we'll have to wait and see on that one, because it might be just a bit too cool. I don't know. We will see. So, ladies and gentlemen, do I recommend a cool cover? I do. I certainly do. This is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I bought and paid for my cool cover myself, and they are not aware of this video at all. So, thank you very much. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.